Good morning. It is officially the start of peak week. It is Friday before the show, so we are a week out and just got to the gym. And I'm so glad I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm still like stuffy, but my energy is starting to come back, and I'm so excited to hit this week really strong. I weighed myself this morning and I am still the heaviest I've ever been going into peak week, which is insane. I weighed in at 139 this morning. I'm usually like 136 and then losing a few pounds during peak week. So this is just insane. But I know it's because of the stress my body's been under from the sickness and also just starting my cycle a couple days ago. I actually have like really bad cramps. And so I know that's what it is because my diet has been on point. My training has been on point, and I know that I'm losing weight. So I'm going to trust the process, and I'm just super excited. We are cutting calories this week down to like 1120. We are at 138 protein, 75 carbs, and 30 fats. And business as usual today, but tomorrow I'll start water loading. So I'll do 2 gallons tomorrow, 2 gallons on Sunday, and then cut down by like a quarter of a gallon all the way to show day. So I am so excited. I feel energized right now, despite like my sniffling and stuffy nose, but I'm about to go meet Anna in the gym, hit legs really hard. We only have 2 workouts left together in this prep because I fly out next Wednesday. And so we are going to hit it hard today, hopefully. And hopefully my mind isn't stronger than my body, but we'll see. And then, save cardio for later as usual. And, the only good thing about this cold is like it's suppressing my appetite still. So even the drop of calories today, hopefully I won't be like missing it too much. It won't hit me as hard as usual. But anyway, I'm super excited, and let's get to it. just getting to the gym, and since I didn't work out on Tuesday because I was sick, today is going to be my shoulder day, and I am so lucky to have a guest, my amazing husband, join me today for a shoulder workout. I like to say I'm bringing up his average today since he's going to work out with me. But he's gonna also be amazing to record the shoulder workout for me today for you guys, because I get a lot of questions on what I do for a shoulder workout. So I'm gonna walk you through some of the exercises that I incorporate into my workout routine every single week. And I also get a lot of questions about like what I do for my arms, but quite honestly, I never work my arms. My arms are just toned from any shoulder or back workouts I do. And the goal for me is not to have big arms, but to sort of have an hourglass shape. And I feel the best way to create that is through a little bit of more muscular, broader shoulders. And then it helps my waist look a little bit smaller and maybe my glutes look a little bit bigger that way. Whereas if I did work my arms, then I would just look like I have a bigger upper body, like a muscular upper body. So that's my tactic. So I'll bring you guys along during the workout today. My husband promised to do an amazing job filming these exercises, so I hope you enjoy. Good morning. It is Tuesday. I'm just about to head out to the gym, but I am so happy. I weighed myself this morning, as I do, or have been at least every morning for the last couple weeks, and I am finally dropping weight. Hallelujah. I went into this peak week, like I mentioned, heavier than I've ever gone into a peak week, but I knew I was doing everything, sticking 110% to my diet, to my training, to my cardio. So I was like, how is the scale not reflecting a drop at all? So finally I got on this morning and I literally am down 3.4 pounds from yesterday. Yesterday I was 137.6. Today I am 134.2. I literally cannot believe it, but I am so happy. So finally my body's catching up, the scale is catching up, and I now have a little bit of a pep in my step to like power through this very busy day. So I am very excited about that. And just mentally, it gives me peace of mind. Not even that to me, my body looks that different, but it definitely gives me peace of mind. And it also lets me know like water is releasing from my body, stress is releasing from my body. Maybe I'm getting over this sickness. I do feel a little bit better every single day. So all the right things that need to happen by stage time on Friday. So very happy about that. But today I have such a busy day, gym, and then I'm going to stop by Anna's to do a little bit of posing in my suit and just make sure all the details are dialed in. And then I have to go do some hair stuff, drop off my dogs at the in-laws, do a little bit of work, pack, cook my food and pack my food. And I have a detox massage later at 5:30. So just a very busy day. It's going to be nonstop. And we fly out tomorrow morning pretty early, like 7:30 is our flight. So I am not one to get to the airport early ever, except when I'm flying for a show, because I carry on so much food that I need to give myself extra time to go through TSA in case you need to check anything. So we're one step closer to show day, and I have all the feels, but right now I actually have like no time to feel much of anything other than optimistic and excited and ready to get shit done today. Okay, so I just got all my food ready that I am going to take with me on the plane. I swear packing food is like so much worse than packing clothes, because you just have to cook everything, measure everything out, make sure that you have enough plus extra. Last time I traveled to Tahoe, the finals didn't go on until 10 p.m. and I actually ran out of food that I brought. So I was just like equal parts starving and also bloated from not having enough food. So this time I'm packing extra. So I'm going to walk you through what I got. And I feel like sometimes I do a really good job at packing food and other times I don't. This time I don't feel like I was as strong, but I basically sort of label it. So this is for my travel day tomorrow. We're going to be traveling all day. We leave at 7:30 our flight and we arrive in DC at 6:30 p.m. So this is for the plane. So I just have Wednesday. It's like half a cup of rice that I'll have for dinner, plus all the avocado I'll have tomorrow. And then I have 20 ounces of fish that I will also eat tomorrow. I cooked some tilapia yesterday, about 2 pounds of it, and I put it in the freezer. So it should be thawed out by the time I arrive in DC, or for Thursday, which is when I'll eat it. I also have some additional mahi. So this is just 8.9 ounces. I think that's what my writing says. So additional fish. Underneath that, I have a whole bunch of potatoes that I air fried. And then I also have a whole bunch of rice. And this is actually way more carbs than I will actually need. But again, I'm extras just in case anything happens. And then I brought like a little just empty container for me to eat my meals. So I'll just like wash this and rinse it.
I have some forks and knives and some paper towels. All my vitamins. So I just take like a prenatal vitamin, a B12, vitamin D, and a biotin. So I have all those packed. And then in this bag here, I have a protein plant-based cookie that I'll eat as a snack maybe after the show. I have several protein bars. Also some packs of oatmeal, and then my husband put some other bars in here too for himself. But we're staying in DC for 2 nights. So like the show's on Friday and we're flying home on Monday. So I just have some snacks to last me like those few days. I also packed some of the oats that are not like prepackaged, but these are the oats I eat every day. So I will have this on Thursday morning and also on Friday on show day morning. I have my portable travel scale that I travel with. I have some raw unsalted almonds, so I will eat some of those tomorrow and then also on Thursday, and I don't think on Friday, but on Thursday. And then I have stevia because I love my stevia. I also have my salt. Actually, I should put it here so I don't forget it. Some peanut butter that will go into my oats for my fats, and some honey and rice cakes. And those I will eat prior to stepping on stage. And then I have this bag. I actually like love this travel bag. I got it on Amazon. It's insulated, it's large, so it's just perfect to fit everything on it. So a lot of storage here, and then a front pocket, of course, and then like a little side thing, net for water, and also another side zipper. So it's just perfect to travel with, perfect size. It fits under the seat or in the overhead bin. I carry this on with me every time I travel with food, and it's amazing. So that's it. Last time I traveled, I took like a lot of different snacks and things I was craving for post show, but not this time. I just want to keep it really clean as much as I can because Thanksgiving is coming after the holiday and I really want to save my calories for Thanksgiving. So that's it. Just wanted to give you guys a peek. It's just about 10:30 p.m. and I have an early flight out tomorrow morning to DC. So I'm currently not winning at life because I still have to pack. I wanted to show you guys what I take with me on my carry-on, and I am like pretty neurotic about this, about having like everything I need for show day, or at least most things that I can't live without for show day in my carry-on luggage. So I wanted to walk you guys through that. If you saw my last peak week video for Tahoe, it's very, very similar. I basically, in my notes app on my phone, have like an extensive checklist that I use every single time I travel for a show, and I just like check off one by one. So the first thing I put in my suitcase are black sheets. Obviously, because of the tan, I don't want to sleep with the hotel sheets. So I bought this kind of like sleeping bag cocoon sort of sheet thing from Amazon, and it's pretty awesome because it like contains me and it's actually really comfortable. So I put that in my suitcase because I will tan and I cannot get the sheets dirty. And then I have a black pillowcase to go with that. Also, I just have a black robe. I can live without this, but just throwing that in there. So on show day, I don't have to keep putting clothes on over my suit. I could just throw this on in the back or whatever, and it's super convenient. A couple other things I bring are my shoes. So I actually bring 2 pair of shoes just in case. I am like so worried always that my shoes are going to break or something's going to happen. So I pack both pairs and have them backstage with me. This whole suitcase will come backstage with me with like plus or minus a few things. Also, I have my suit. I actually also bring a backup suit. So I have actually 3 suits in here just in case. Can never be too sure, but I have that. So those will come with me as well. This is filling up real quick. I also bring this Angel Competition blanket with me. They give it free with a suit, and it's really super nice and convenient actually to sit backstage while you're spending a long time waiting. So that's actually very nice. My suit will go in. Next I have a pee funnel. So that's probably a little TMI, but pee funnels are essential when you are tan because you don't want to ruin your tan. I have like a comfy top and some like comfy sweats that I will wear over my
tan when I put on my first coat tomorrow night. I have some face wipes just to like wipe and clean hands or whatever I need to be. My jewelry, I just keep it all in this box so it's like all there ready to go. My tripod, which is so nice and portable so I can take check-in photos and send them to Anna. That way she can give me any like food updates. And oh, the last thing that goes in here, well, second to the last thing, I bring these bands, and I'll actually use these probably at the gym on Friday in my last workout just to do like a light body pump. So I pack these like in this little bag, and I'll use these to, like I said, at the gym on Friday, but also to pump up backstage before I go on for prejudging and finals. So those are definitely gonna stay with me. And then, oh yeah, my little shot glasses. They're just little plastic shot glasses because usually I will have like buy a little bottle of tequila or two and have a shot or two before I step on stage just to get some of those like pre-stage jitters out. So I will have that with me in here somewhere where they don't get crushed. Oh, and one of the things I wanted to mention that I keep in this like little bag, I think I got this bag for my suits on Amazon, but I also have Bikini Bite. So this is like essential for keeping your suit into place. I used to not even use it, but I did use it the last two shows and I realized like it really holds your suit in place. So like the front, if there's any gaps, or on the side boob of your top, if there are any gaps, or to keep like the sides up high, I will use that to keep those stable. And so that is everything I'm taking on the plane with me in addition to my food. But one of the things I wanted to mention is I do my own tan. Actually, my husband does it for me, and I'm so grateful because he's like amazing and so meticulous. So I buy the Pro Tan like DIY kits, and I bring these with me, and then like a bunch of different sponges. I'm obviously not going to pack this in my carry-on suitcase because they're liquids, but I will pack them in my suitcase, and then my husband applies my first coat of tan tomorrow night, so 2 nights before the show, and then I'll wake up on Friday morning and like shower, not like scrub or anything, but just let it rinse off, and then I'll do a second coat on Friday night, and then a final coat of the top coat on Friday before I step on stage. So and I actually also this time, I don't know where it is. Oh, where did you put it? Oh, in here. I'm also going to glaze myself too this time because I don't know. I don't get tanned by the tanning company on site. So they'll usually like charge me $20 or so to get glazed. And to be honest, it's something I could just do on my own. So I just super simple, and then I get to like figure out where I want my own glaze. So that's going to be DIY as well. But if you guys want any tips or have any questions about how I do my tan, let me know. I think it comes out perfect every time, and it's actually such a nice luxury not to have to go down and like wait in line and like stand there naked and freezing in an area with like 30 other girls. You have the luxury of just doing it in your hotel room and like doing it yourself and getting it done really well. It does take like 2 pairs of hands though, so you can get your back and all those like nooks and crannies. But and then I also travel with a tan remover because there's nothing more than I hate than having like all that tan on my body. So I usually use this the morning after. I'll shower the night after the show and get everything as much as I can off of me, and then I'll use this the morning after to try to get some of that like orange-ish off. So that is all. I just wanted to walk you guys through that, and I'm about to close this up and head to bed, and I have to be up in about 5 hours. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, we made it to DC, actually to Alexandria, which is just like a few minutes out of DC, and
We traveled all day yesterday coming from the West Coast to the East Coast. So we left our house like at 5:30 a.m. and didn't get to our hotel until like 7:30. So we were pretty beat, which was good. And we actually slept in until like 10:30 this morning, which is like insane. But our goal was to like use the blackout shades and sleep as long as we could, just to help, you know, with the like stress and like my body holding water. And I just wanted to like relax as much as possible. So I feel great so far. I think there'll still be a little bit of a time adjustment, but I feel really good. So I've checked in with Anna this morning. So I also wanted to mention that before I left, I weighed in at 132 even. So that means that I literally dropped 5.6 pounds, I think, in 3 days. Like that's how stressed my body was from like the sickness and my cycle and like everything else. So it's really nice to see my body come down to like what I expect my stage weight to be. Even if it's at the very last minute, like I had mentioned earlier in this video, I was doing absolutely everything. So I was just trusting the process that my body would eventually catch up. And it did, even at the last waking hour. So today I've already had 2 meals in. I checked in with Anna. And we are going to go walk around in, I guess, like downtown Alexandria. It's supposed to be like really nice and cute with some shops, but pretty low key. We'll go grab lunch for my husband, like hopefully somewhere nice and cute. And then check-ins are here back at the hotel between 4 and 8. So, and I still have to do like a little light pump workout in the gym. So I will do that eventually later today and then just kind of rest and chill out. Tonight I'll probably have a refeed of, usually I have like salmon and rice and a glass of red wine. So I'm hoping that Anna prescribes that to me again. She may want me to have like French fries, some extra fat or something. I actually feel like I need some extra carbs today. I've been like no carb really most of the peak week, which I normally am, with exception is as we get closer, I reintroduce more carbs into my diet. But my check-in pictures were like a little bit flat, I think. So Anna originally prescribed me like 89 grams of carbs a day, but I don't think that's enough to fill my body out. And considering this is like a natural show, I feel like I don't have to come in as lean and as conditioned, you know, and like tight as I may need to in another type of show. So I want to come in a little bit fuller. So she'll call me in a couple hours and we'll talk about what that looks like. Nonetheless, carbs are coming today, which is amazing. And tomorrow, I'm just really excited for the day. I have hair and makeup starting at 9 o'clock for hair and then makeup to follow. And I've hired V, the makeup artist. If you guys follow like any of the Olympians like Laura Lee or Jen Dory, Ashlyn Little, and like a bunch of others, they all get their makeup done by her. She just did most of their makeup at Olympia. So she is what I would consider the best of the best. And historically, I really dislike the way that my makeup and hair looks on show day. And I think I've mentioned this before, but it's mostly me because I don't come showing the makeup artist and hair artist like what I want to look like. And also I don't speak up when I don't like it. So this time it's going to be different. I'm feeling like this show, I'm going to get exactly what I want. I'm going to do a red lip and I want like voluminous hair, and I just hope that all comes together. I don't know when we're going on stage, to be honest, because it's going to be all divisions of men's bodybuilding, prejudging and finals to follow, all divisions of women's IFBB, prejudging and finals, and then NPC amateur women, prejudging and then finals. So I wouldn't expect to step on stage like any earlier than 3, but they start at 8. I just have no idea. But the great thing about this show, the Ben Weider show, is that they have this app where they will literally like update you as the classes are progressing in the divisions. So I will constantly know where they're at, but also they have live streams. So I'll be live streaming the show from my room just to watch the pros go on and see how everything's going. I'm really interested in like the prejudging and finals directly after and how that's going to work, but I'm personally looking forward to it. I think that's going to be so awesome. So that's really it. I still have a little bit of a cold, as you can probably hear. I'm like stuffy and my nose is running a lot, but other than that, I don't feel like symptomatic or low energy or anything like that. So I'm feeling great. and just like really excited. I really want my pro card tomorrow. I, would be over the moon, of course, if that happened this show, but the odds of getting it are so low because the competition is great and bikini has a lot of subjectivity and you just never know how I or the competitors will show up. I won't be disappointed if I don't get it. I'll be disappointed if I don't place well, but I don't think I'll be disappointed if I don't get it. I just know that hopefully if I do place well that I'm close or getting closer, and so that will make me happy. So ready to go, and I will talk to you guys later. Hey guys, just got done with hair and makeup, and I feel, looking at myself, like I look like a drag queen, but I'm always just like not super comfortable with my makeup this extreme. But like I said yesterday, V, the makeup artist, did my makeup today and I trust her. She is like the best of the best, does so many pros, and Jen Dory just won the Olympia. And so I know she knows exactly what she's doing, and I'm super excited about presenting this on stage. So it is about 1 o'clock almost. So far I've had like a half a cup of oats with a little bit of peanut butter mixed with like a tiny bit of water. I just finished eating like 30 minutes ago, 3 ounces of tilapia with a half a cup of rice. And I've had a little bit of coffee, a little bit of espresso, a tiny bit of water. But the main goal for me today is to like just try to keep my stomach as empty as possible, not feeling like full or like heavy. So I'm just kind of like playing it by ear. I don't obviously want to be starving and I want to be full, but I want to make sure my stomach is as flat as possible and I digest all my food as quickly as I can before I step on stage. So I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I'm energetic. Of course, I'm a little nervous and anxious because I still just have no idea what to expect, but I think everything's gonna go well, and all I can do is just like put on my suit and present myself the best way I can. I don't have any expectations other than I just hope I do really well. I do believe I'm bringing the best package to stage. I did check-ins this morning for Anna, fasted, and I was like, for once, so happy how full my glutes look. They definitely are an improvement over last show and basically any show ever that I've done. So I think no matter what, I'm super proud of that and really excited about it. And it gives me a sense of confidence that I am improving and that they are going in the right direction. So I'm super happy about that. And that's it. So I will check in with you guys probably post-show. If I'm not super exhausted, or first thing tomorrow morning, and just let you guys know the outcome, how everything went, how I'm feeling. I've done everything I can, and now the chips will fall where they will. My fate is already
set in the universe. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so I am back from the East Coast. The show is done, and I just wanted to end this video with talking about how the show went, how I placed, and plans moving forward. So first of all, the Ben Weider Natural show was a great show. They put on a really nice production. It was well done. To have the pre-judging and then the finals to follow was pretty amazing. So it went fairly quickly. It was very streamlined, and it was a great show, a great production. How I placed is another story. It didn't go as I had planned. I competed in Masters 40 plus, Masters 35 plus, and Open. And I took 5th in Masters 40, and then I actually got second call-outs, so I don't even know where I placed for 35 and for Open. That was the worst I've ever placed before. I don't think I've ever placed higher than 4th, and I think that was even in my first show. Last Nationals I did exactly 1 year ago, I placed 3rd in both 35 and over and 40 and over. So this was pretty disappointing, to say the least. I have obviously had really high hopes for this show, obviously wanting to turn pro. But the truth of the matter is that while I brought my best physique, and I mean that coming off from the Tahoe show, 13, 14 weeks ago, getting pretty amazing feedback, placing 1st in Open, 1st in 35 plus, 1st in 40 plus, and getting amazing feedback from Tarek, the head judge and the head Olympia judge, I had improved on that physique. I brought fuller, rounder glutes, and I just felt like I was on point. So I had really high hopes and high expectations to do well. If not turn pro, at least not feel like I took some steps back in placing. And not only did I take steps back in placing, I took massive leaps back in placing. But I wanted to try this show because it's a natural show, and I have never done a natural show before. And so I had thought to myself that maybe this is my place, maybe these are my people, maybe this is where I compete and do well with other like-minded and acting athletes. But I didn't know anything about the show. I didn't know about the type of athletes that compete here. I didn't know about really if the judging criteria would be different. I assumed it might be a little bit different just because I thought there might be some speculation, like, is that person, are they really natural or are they not? Or having to sort of like sift through that, even though there's drug tests for all the winners. But I didn't know much else. It's on the East Coast, a place I'm not familiar with. I didn't know any of the judges. And so, truth be told, I knew I was kind of taking a risk going into this world of unknown, or this show of unknown. And Anna and I talked about it, whether or not I should still do it or do the Masters Nationals that's local, literally an hour and a half away from me in Southern California, the same exact weekend. And I decided to do this. And what I saw when I went was just a completely different type of athlete. And not only are these women natural, but they have a lot less muscle than I do. And so I do think perhaps I overpowered on stage. And my husband said it best. He's like, the person who would have been great for this show was you doing your first show. So when I first started competing 2.5 years ago, or just over 2 years ago, I had a lot less muscle. And so I think that probably would have been a better fit for this show. But I think I just was overpowering for what the judges were looking for and the competition that showed up that day. The feedback was a little bit more fuller around our glutes, which is always my feedback, and which is, to be honest, a lot of the feedback given to bikini competitors, because bikini is said to be won from the back. So that's no surprise. But then the second piece of feedback was to stop working my upper body, that my upper body was very muscular. And so I was very surprised to hear that feedback. Well, surprised to hear that that was a limitation of mine, I guess I should say, because coming off of the Tahoe show, the feedback from Tarek was, you are going to be hard to beat from the front. And so my front pose means, well, my upper body and my symmetry, right? And so I didn't realize that I had any hindrance in my upper body. But again, for this show, I think that's what held me back. So when I think about what I could do better, I'm not quite sure where to go from here with the feedback that I've gotten this year that seemed to be kind of really different as it pertains to that, and way at the different ends of the spectrum in terms of how I placed. So I don't know, I left obviously the stage in that show feeling pretty defeated. Of course, I am human, so it hurts my ego to play so poorly, and that's something that I always try to work on, because I absolutely don't want my ego to play any role in it. It's not healthy, it's not productive, and it's certainly not going to help make me better or feel better. So I, try to address that head on. But I'd be lying if I said, like, part of me was like, well, what if I'm not good enough? And I am never going to have a body like these women. And I probably will never get my pro card in bikini because the competition is so fierce, and genetically I just have limitations that I don't think I could ever have that really tiny waist and that like perfect, ratio. And so it definitely makes me doubt like my place in competing. And probably for a second I was like, oh, I'm not like, this is it. But then, I pulled my big girl pants up, and I thought to myself, well, this can't be the end. This can't be like the last time I compete, with this type of outcome and this type of feedback. So I'm like, okay, no, I have to compete again. And I think I will do that. There's a bunch of national shows coming up in the first part of the year. Anna thinks I should compete in Amateur Arnold, which is the end of February, but honestly, I just, for a couple reasons, don't know if that's the best for me. Number one is I feel like I just need a break from prep. I've been on prep for like 9 months, and I'm just exhausted of like the sacrifice. I just need a little bit of a break, and my husband would like me to take a little bit of a break too, so we can enjoy some ski trips and some eating out and going to brunch and like, living a little. So that's number one. But then number two, it might be too soon. Like when I step on stage again the next time, I want to be like undeniable. I want to be better than I am today, to leave a small margin, that I could bomb again that poorly. And especially with a show like Amateur Arnold, the competition is probably like tougher at that show than any other national show, I'm guessing. But in my opinion, when I've seen the athletes who show up to that show, and there are so many of them, so my chances of doing well are probably much slimmer. And I'm not saying I don't want the competition. I do want the competition. I've never been afraid of the competition. I think it makes me better to compete against very, very strong candidates. But again, I think that, it would just be really hard for me mentally, emotionally, to compete again that soon and not do well. So, I mean, I'm still fresh off of the show, so maybe that will change. I'm taking this week off of the gym. I just wanted to deload, and it being Thanksgiving, my week is busy anyway, so I just wanted to like not be in the gym, not think about working out with exception of some cardio here and there, but just reverse dieting and enjoying some time with my friends and then family and eating and having some drinks and really just like clearing my mind from all things competing. So that's what I'm doing. So Anna and I will get together and talk about what next steps are. I think what I want to focus on in the gym is, of course, my glutes. We've been working on it, and I literally thought I was bringing my best package to stage. Like, no. I didn't think, I know I did. I know that was the best version of me that showed up on the stage last Friday. So my glutes have never been fuller. I was just so happy with the package. I just felt great. I loved my hair and makeup. My new suit, like I just felt like I was bringing a really great package. It's just so ironic to then like shit the bed. But I want to continue to build on that. And I need to work on getting my waist smaller. And I think that we can do that by modifying some of the exercises we do. So while I love deadlifts, maybe stopping the deadlifts or really stopping most of the lower body exercises that work my lower back. So we're just gonna sit down and have a strategy meeting about what we need to do very specifically in order to continue to improve the package. So that's really it. Thank you guys for following along this prep. If you've watched this far, I appreciate all the love and support. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, so you may see another prep series coming soon, because if I do decide to do the Arnold Amateur, basically I'll have like maybe a little bit of reverse dieting, but then back to keeping a very lean physique, so I won't have much off time to begin with, but we'll see what's in store. So if I don't do a prep video soon, I'm going to be posting just like a lot of like different lifestyle stuff on my page, so it'll be in a different playlist for lifestyle. But if you guys are interested in just seeing like how I reverse diet, how I eat to maintain like weight and health, I'm gonna definitely be sharing that journey with you guys. I just look forward to like getting a little bit of normalcy in my life and craving the stage again, craving the self-improvement and craving the work. And right now I need that to rebuild in my mind and in my body and my soul. But anyway, I'll be sharing all of that with you guys. So thanks so much for following along in my journey. I love you guys a lot, and we will be talking soon.